Woo. Cheating in the next room. What's up? Making plans. Meet us somewhere soon. Southampton. What up? What up? Happy Monday. It is indeed Monday. I'm back in the land of the living here in not so sunny Orlando. Definitely not sunny here. It's gloomy and another storm is on the way. So, yeah, I came back to not so sunny skies. But it's all good. I'm gonna give y'all a chance to get on. Share the live. This is definitely one to share. It will stay up. This is also going to be streamed to my YouTube channel as well as Facebook and my Facebook page, business page. So we live on 4 platforms, both Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram over here. So if I'm looking different ways, it's because I am all in different cameras looking at different things for y'all. So, but happy Monday. What's up? What's up? It is good to be back. I've been gone from home since last Thursday. I've been in Puerto Rico, in beautiful San Juan, Puerto Rico. We went out there and did the not filming, but the planning for the Three Kings tour. It was a planning retreat for us with Darius and Corey and our director of tour operations. Y'all already know plenty. So we did some planning, intense planning for 2 days. Got a chance to see the beautiful island. And we really had a really, really good time. I have to say that Puerto Rico is in the top 3 of the best food that I have had in America, like for real. I'm from Mississippi. I grew up in New Orleans, and I've also traveled a lot. But Puerto Rico is definitely in the top 3 of the best food that I have ever had. I didn't get one dish that I did not like, one dish that wasn't seasoned, one piece of meat that wasn't overly flavored. Like everything was just amazing. The people wasn't that nice, but I feel like that's anywhere you go. If you go to New York, people ain't nice either. So, but the people wasn't that nice there. But overall, I had a really good experience, and the island itself was just beautiful. The water was so blue. It was just really, really beautiful, and I needed to get away. I told you guys, as many of you know, I lost one of my really, really close best friends tragically this past week. She had been on life support for a week throughout the week last week before I went to Puerto Rico. It was a rough week last week because this was very, very unexpected. She was, a very healthy woman. And so this was very, very hard. And it's been a battle for me emotionally to hold it together, which I have been having to show up. I say this all the time that when you run a business, you have to continue to show up even when people don't understand what you got going on. It was definitely a rough time. If you knew me from when I was traveling and doing the different cake tours, Kim was there with me like every city, every tour. And one of the beautiful things about our friendship was when I decided to go to work full time at Jackson State, I created a position at Jackson State within my area just for Kim. So she worked even alongside me, even when I was at Jackson State. So I've always been that person, like, I want to create opportunities for my people, because it ain't nothing worse than one person on your team being the winner and then everybody else just following up behind you. Like, you want everybody to win. So I always made sure that she was in a position to win and everything. And it's a really, really hard loss. So I've been really dealing with that. So the trip kind of helped, but it just kind of made me shield up some stuff too. So I'm dealing. Now, on yesterday, I want to jump on about the post that I made on yesterday. Okay. I seen a hairstylist create a sales strategy where she was like, it was $1,500 for all of her, like, for all the styles for a year. All right. Now, I had already been looking at this as soon as I seen it posted, and I was trying to figure out, like, what would be a good way to apply that for bakers, and in different spectrums, like bakers and treat makers and things like that. Now, the thing about when I have an idea about something that can help people, like, to bring in more sales, a lot of times I say it before I actually put out all of the information for it. So yesterday, people just ran with the idea and had no context behind it or any instructions on how to do it. So that everybody just kind of ran with this on yesterday, with the $1,500, and some people said, people don't possibly eat that much cake in a month. It's gonna be a waste. And the one thing that I've learned about every time that I present something, an idea for people who could possibly make more money, everybody got to give their opinion on what ain't gonna work or what they think. They ain't never even tried it. They don't know what the outcome gonna be. They don't even know exactly what I was going to say on how to even make this work. So I always think it's wild when people give their opinions before they actually hear the full thing. All right. So I'm gonna give you a couple scenarios on how this $1,500 special can work for you in your business. All right. Now, I'm in no way, shape, or form telling you that this is what you got to do. You can do what the fuck you want to do. It's your business. Half of y'all ain't even running a business anyway. You're running an expensive hobby. And your friends just don't want to tell you that you need to perfect your craft before you try to make it a business. But I am here to tell you that I'm the friend that's going to tell you the truth. All right. Some of y'all need to be perfecting your craft before you make something a business. I even seen people go as far as to say yesterday when I made the post, I'll do it for $1,000. See, that's how I know that you don't value your business or your time, because you're just trying to get some quick money. And the whole thing about these specials is people think it is just quick money. So because if you got 10 people paying you $1,500 a wop for cakes for a year, I can see how at that time you could feel like that you really just balling. But at the same time, you also got to remember that you still got to do those orders for the rest of the year. So you can't ball out too hard on $1,500. Like, no, you can't be in Louis Vuitton trying to buy bags, just because you got a little $1,500. All right. So I'm gonna give you a couple of ways that you can make this work for you. All right. So in my original post, I stated that each month that you would get 1 8-inch round cake and 1 dozen cupcakes. All right. So from that, people misconstrued everything and went and gave their own disclaimer on here and how crazy it would be without even thinking about this. All right. So let's just say that everybody on this live right now is a baker. All right. We're just gonna say that everybody on this live is a baker. All right. Ain't no customers on here right now. So we're gonna say we can talk freely. If this was a special that you was running, and you were. See, I got to do this for. Can I break this down? I feel like I got to ask this question because I want. Can I break this down for the girls that get it? Because you know that's what y'all say. The girls that get it, get it. So I want to break this down for the girls that get it, that be out here like hustling, and they hustling the right way. They just need like a little upper edge. Like I want to break it down for like the girls that really get it. Okay, so if I was you, and I'm gonna use Kiara's name because I like her name on Facebook. So if I was Kiara and I had to bust this down the middle and I wanted to run a special like this, I would do it this way because I'm not doing no special like this like on a regular because I really don't. I'm gonna be honest with you. I really just like doing cakes for content and I like doing cakes for educational purposes and I do cakes for people who order from me on a regular. So if I was Kiara, this is what I would do. I would run this special. I would tell them within this special that you can only get 2 flavors, chocolate and vanilla. That's it. That's the only options. Listen, the stipulations are going to be in here before you even get started. You can only choose 2 flavors, chocolate or vanilla. You're going to go and order your cakes monthly from Sam's Club. Now, this is for the girls that get it, all right? Because everybody don't like baking. Some people can decorate really well and some people can bake really well. If you want them people that bake it, you got to do everything by the book, then this ain't the live for you. Don't come on here judging the girls that trying to get it, okay? Because some of y'all are just too fucking high and mighty for me to think that y'all can't do nothing, okay? So, Kiara, this is for my girl Kiara. Go to Sam's Club, order your cakes. You can order 8-inch round cakes or you can order 5-inch round cakes. But if you order 8-inch round cakes, you can order the 8-inch round cakes. You can order you a container of buttercream or 2 containers or however many you need every month. Go home, flavor that buttercream, whatever flavor you want to. You can take that cake, make you some simple syrup, and when you add your 1 cup of water, 1 cup of sugar, and whatever flavoring you want to that simple syrup, now you can douse your cake layers that you got from Sam's Club and the flavor that you normally use in your cakes. So again, the girls that get it really get it that we working smarter and we ain't trying to work harder. So this don't work for everybody because some of y'all is too fucking by the book for me and y'all be looking down on people that be trying to get it because you ain't always been where you at in this community. So I feel like that a lot of times when I be saying stuff for the girls that really need it, people be judging the things that I be saying, thinking that I'm trying to take people around and cut corners. But y'all cut so many corners to get to where you at, you just don't want to admit it. See, I don't mind that because I got book sense and I got street sense. So I'm going to break it down where you can actually run the game the right way. Now, if you do this, you can go to Sam's Club and now buy a case of cakes for about $56, I think it is. It makes more sense to go to the bakery, all right? Go to the bakery in Sam's and tell them that you want to order the cake. You want to order a case of cakes. You want to order your own buttercream. Keep you some in the deep freezer. Get you if you got a deep freezer, put all of it in the deep freezer. All right, that's cool. All right. Now, for the people who like to bake, all right, that is for the first option is how you can make the most out of the special. All right, the most out of it because now you really, really get it. I mean, because a case of cupcakes got like 100 cupcakes in it. You can put them in the freezer. You know what I'm saying? Like, and don't even get me started. Like, if you actually got a homegirl that get food stamps that can go. All right, I don't want to hear out too much. All right, so on the other side, for the people that want to do this and they want to do everything and they want to bake and do all of that, if you are using my recipe, my no-fail recipe, you guaranteed to get your layers that you need for your cake, and you can get enough batter to make 12 cupcakes. All right. So it's like 2 boxes of cake mix, the flour, the sugar, and all the extra stuff that you put in there. You're gonna get your 8-inch or 6-inch. Some of you guys say that you would rather do 6-inch. That's cool. If you do a 6-inch round cake, just make sure you let the people know how much you're gonna actually feed for this. All right. Like you just let them, like you gotta make sure you put it on there. So on my website, this is what I did. I made an example listing so you guys can see this. All right. On the site, it says this package is for the cake lovers. If you have regular events or multiple family birthdays, then this deal is for you. This deal includes a monthly cake and cupcake combo. Each month, you will receive a 8-inch round cake and 12 cupcakes. Or you can get a quarter sheet cake and 12 cupcakes. All right. So that would be a 12 cakes total for the year. Now, someone made a good point. What if somebody don't use a cake 1 month, or if they want to gift a cake? You need to specify that in your contract. All right. You got to be very specific in your wording and your verbiage in this, because what you don't want to do is get fucked up and get caught up in somebody going back and telling you something that you didn't put in your contract or things that you didn't say. So now you caught up and you got to honor it. All right. So in the event that, let's just say in March, they don't need a cake, then you can let it roll over. Like, don't be an ass about it. You already going to Sam's getting the cake anyway. They just in the fucking freezer. You ain't got to bake nothing anyway. So let it roll over. Let's just say they got 2 cakes that they didn't get to do. All right. Now you can give them the option and say, hey, when you had 2 cakes that you didn't get, is there something that you really want, an event that you really looking forward to this year? Because we can do that into a 2-tier cake form for you. And it's like, cool. All right. They see the value in it. All right. Because that's 2 months that they've gone. So it's like $125 per cake. So you're looking at like $250 for a 2-tier cake that you really ain't even baked. If you're being for real. Like, come on, you really ain't even baked. All right. Another thing I added on here, so this is the rest of the details, all right? You must submit your date and your cake request at least 2 weeks prior to your event date each month. Because what I will not do, or what you should not be doing, is letting people contact you the day before or 2 days before saying, hey, I need my cake for this month, and we having an event on Saturday. No, bitch, it don't work like that. You're going to follow the rules. It says you got to have your request in 2 weeks prior to the time you need the cake for, okay? Not 2 days, all right? So stick to your guns. Stop letting these people run your business, okay? All right? It also says that custom theme or intricate design cakes will not be included in this package, all right? If there are specific colors or a specific theme, we can work to ensure that we are close to your theme and that the design falls within the price category for the package. This package does not apply to custom themed kids cakes, including cartoons or Disney characters. Meaning, you give me the colors and the theme, and I'll decide what go on the cake, and we can work together to decide if we're in the middle of what we like, okay? Because most of the time, all of my customers that come to me, they already know exactly what I'm going to do. They just let me do what I want to do. They literally have no problem with letting me design the cake for them. All right? They have no problem with that. Now, if you one of the people that want to do all those kids' cakes and everything, then you need to make sure that you're doing this on like a smaller cake, not an 8-inch cake. And you maybe only need to offer 6-inch cakes and 12 cupcakes, or 6-inch cakes and 2 dozen cupcakes in your package. And this is not to say that you got to do exactly what I'm doing. I'm just giving you an example so that you can now go and fix it the way you need to fix it for your business. Treat makers, same thing. If you know somebody having events all the time, why don't you just create a monthly package? Put it all in one. They already about to be balling because they about to get $20,000 for all the kids they're going to be claiming in another month. Some of them already got their money. So go ahead and take advantage of it now. And you got to really be like on your marketing for this too. You can't just post a flyer and say, oh, here's the deal. And then people in the comments say, oh, yeah, that's a great idea. Well, then how are you selling it to them? Because all you did is make a flyer and you just putting the flyer up there and that's it. So you think people just going to buy it? No, you're going to have to get creative and get interactive with these people, because just putting flyers up there and just posting cakes all the time ain't got you business nowhere. I mean, you ain't getting no business right now. So you're going to have to figure out a way to be a little bit more creative. All right. There will be no rollover balance. So if you don't use all these cakes in 2024, you're not going to use them in 2025. That's a new year. These expire. You should have used your PTO in 2024. Okay? So they don't roll over to the next year. That's it. Now, Flavor options. If you baking, I highly suggest you keep it simple. Basic butter vanilla, funfetti, almond. That's it. Keep it very, very simple. Do not be giving these people all these options. Oh, well, if you want to add a pineapple filling or if you want to add a strawberry filling, no, you don't even get that option. No. So if somebody call you and say, oh, I want to see about how much it'll cost to add, you can't. You can't add on to it. There are no substitutions. And you can't change nothing on there. You ever been to one of the restaurants where they tell you can't change nothing? There are no substitutions for this package. Whatever it say on there is it. Do you agree to the terms and conditions? Now, if you got a website, I highly suggest you put all your terms and conditions on your website for this because you don't want to get caught up. If the person say, oh, well, I just didn't use all my cakes for that year, you know, what am I going to do? I feel like I wasted my money. Some of y'all got boxes and boxes of condoms beside the bed that you ain't never used, so you wasted your money on them too. So, I mean, it ain't my fault. I literally held up a spot for you all year long. And you bought this with the understanding that you could use this every month for a cake. So why I gotta be inconvenienced to offer you money back because you didn't use all of it? No, that's not how it works. Don't let nobody run your business. Telling y'all that's the problem. Y'all be letting these people run y'all business, and that's why. Okay. Okay. I don't know. Anybody got any questions? I feel like this was straight to the point. Like, and this is the reason why I wanted to explain the process to y'all instead of y'all going and making the post and then posting it like you came up with it, because people was literally on here yesterday reposting the same thing that I said with no context behind it. Like, how you gonna run a special this big with somebody giving you $1,500 in one time? At one time, and then some of y'all ain't never even had an order that big, and you out here trying to offer something, a package for $1,500. You ain't even had $1,500 worth of cake the whole year, and you got one package for $1,500. Now you can't expect people to jump into that, okay? Like you got to ease your way into this, and it wasn't nothing about me gatekeeping or expecting people to mention me or say something. But ain't no way you just thought it was okay for you just to go and copy my whole flow bar for bar. And then in the comments acting like you came up with this when people saying, oh my God, this is such an amazing idea. And then they in the comments saying, yes, it is, isn't it? Oh yeah, like, oh, you did that. And people sharing talking about you, like, come on, be fucking for real. Like, don't do that. I hate when people do that. Because you ain't got the credit. I don't give a fuck about the credit. Because if I was worried about the credit, I wouldn't tell you the shit for free. I wouldn't even put the information out there for free if I didn't want you to use it. But don't get on here capping like you know you did out there. I'm telling y'all, this year, baby, y'all gonna have to learn how to take accountability. If you ain't never did it before, I'm calling you out. You're gonna have to learn how to take accountability. And a whole bunch of people got blocked last night. Like they really was. I'm reading comments and questions, y'all. I'm kind of lost. I do snacks. I got to sit down and think it out. All right, what kind of snacks? Like, tell me what kind of snacks you do. Because I feel like this could work in any industry. And shout out to the young lady. I'm not sure what her name is, but shout out to the young lady who initially put this out on social media about the whole paying for your hairstyles for the year. I think that's a really, really dope idea for women who get their hair done on a regular, where you get your hair done every month. And I say this as a past hairstylist, these type of specials should only be reserved for business owners who have some integrity. If you know you ain't gonna be doing these people hair, or you ain't gonna be doing these people cakes because you wishy-washy and you quit your business every other month, don't be fucking taking these people money. If you know you one of them people that stay sick all the time and there's always something wrong with you, or you always in the hospital, don't be taking these people fucking money, because you know something could happen where you're gonna have to refund these people, are you not? If you know you're not gonna be obligated, you're not gonna hold up on your obligation for this, do not take these people money. Because that's what's wrong with y'all. Y'all looking for quick money. Y'all want to charge people for everything but what y'all be giving up for free. What you need to be charging these niggas for, you be giving it up for free, but you want to push all these charges off on these customers. And then you fuck up the industry for all of us. Like, it don't make sense. Because then that's when people start trying to devalue what we do. Oh, it's just a cake. It's just some cupcakes. Well, bitch, you do it then. If it was so easy, everybody would be doing it. If this was so easy to do, just like when I said we're not doing no $25 a dozen strawberries this year. I never did them. But I don't understand how y'all think y'all make money off of $25 a dozen strawberries when strawberries be like $9 for a container of them. Then you got to buy multiple containers to even get good berries out of it. Well, that's what y'all do, because when I go to the store, I just open up all the containers and make one container of all the ones that are good that I need. Because what you're not going to do is short me. So I just go through the containers and pick out all the good ones and put them in one container, and then I'm good. But in your case, because some of y'all, he done already worked on y'all. He's still working on me. So I'm going to get mine. So you got to find ways to kind of combat that cost. Because now you got to buy chocolate. Everybody don't use almond bark. And people be like, oh, it ain't even that expensive. You just dipping some berries inside the chocolate. Well, go buy you some almond bark and do it. Baby, nobody ain't making no strawberries for no $25. And y'all need to stop doing these packages where y'all doing 20 items for $100. Like these income tax specials. Like, how do you put a package together and go down? When you bundle stuff together, that don't mean you're supposed to discount it down. That don't make no damn sense. It's in a bundle so it can look more appealing. Like, I'm not like, so I'm gonna give you 12. You can cheat. It's always to treat people that do this. You get a dozen of Oreos, you get a dozen of cake pops, you get a dozen of Rice Krispie treats, you get a dozen of berries, and a dozen of pretzel rods, and it's all packaged up with a bow for $125. $125. Like, dang. Really? Like, really? The issue is the pricing. Y'all issue is not that you don't know how to price. The issue is that y'all don't want to do the research on pricing. Because if you do marketing research in your area and poll the people in your area and see how much other people are charging, how much of these bakeries are charging, and all that in your area, and stop comparing your prices to Mary Jane in California, and you live in Virginia in a small podunk town, you can't have the same prices. So stop asking people in these groups like, how much would you charge for this? We're not in the same fucking area. I can't tell you how much I can charge for this. You don't know what skills I got, just like I don't know what skills you got. Y'all be trying to compare prices just like these heart cakes. Y'all be getting mad as hell when people run specials on these heart cakes for like $50, and you be talking, well, I charged $200 for my heart cakes. Well, that's good. Bitch, them your prices. How you gonna get in somebody else's comments and not what they charging for their area? How you get mad when somebody else is charging in their area? How do you put a price on somebody else's work? The reason why y'all ain't making no money is because y'all too busy minding other people's business. And if you minding my business and I'm minding my business, then who the fuck minding your business? Because you ain't minding. I'm minding mine. If I'm minding my business and you minding my business, who is minding yours? And that's why y'all businesses ain't working. That's why I say y'all got expensive hobbies. Y'all ain't even got no business. Y'all got real expensive hobbies. And that's exactly what it is. I was trying to read the comment to see because somebody said they had a question. $18 to $20 for a dozen of berries is fucking insanity. This is just insane. Insane. Because where's the profit? 6-inch mini loaf cakes, different flavors for about $50. See, you can't toss the idea around like that. See, Jaja, you gotta price it out first and see how much it costs you to make it before you come up with a price. See, this is the same thing what I was telling the girls when they were trying to go and teach these classes in different states. All right. You can't just set a price for a class when you ain't priced the class out yet. So if you just tell everybody, oh, I'm gonna do a buttercream class, it's gonna be $300 and I'm gonna be in Atlanta teaching. You don't know how much the building is, you don't know how much the supplies is, you ain't factored in your flight, your hotel room, if you gotta have help to help you, like it's so many things in there. So don't set no price until you broke down the price on how much it actually costs. I wish I had some food stamps. I keep seeing that coming. All right, let's see. I was trying to catch something over here. Was a question. My bad. Yeah, it was a question over here. I had a question about an idea for a bundle for lunch or dinner. What's your question? But yeah, Jaja, work on your price and price out your actual price it out first. I think that people be afraid to talk about this type of stuff, and I don't really get into pricing a lot because I always feel like pricing is just one of those things that people just need to mind their business about. Because for one, I don't know your struggle. I don't know why you running a heart cake special for $25. I don't know that your lights is off. So you really don't know. And then you don't know from sitting at home scrolling social media, you don't know if they got like 50 boxes of cake mix up in there or all the supplies that they got that just sitting up in there that they just trying to get rid of. So they ain't out buying nothing. You don't know somebody else's situation or what they're trying to get out of. And I don't know how the hell y'all get so big and bold judging people like, and y'all make cakes. And then some of y'all cakes is so fucking mediocre and need to not be sold. And I done seen y'all in groups and have the audacity to open y'all mouth to speak on other people's work. And then I go and look at some of y'all pages, like y'all hard down be capping in these folks' comments, like y'all work be so up to par. And I already said that because this year, the next time somebody hop in my live with some bullshit, I'm going to their page and we're gonna review their page. Because people be having so much to say on these people posts and they get in these people lives. And this year, y'all gonna have to take some accountability because I'm calling y'all ass out. Just like I said, I blocked all them people yesterday because you didn't even give me a chance to speak on this to give y'all examples on how you can make this work for you. Now, somebody gonna go and do this. They gonna take it. They gonna see it on somebody else's page, and they gonna have no idea on how to make money from it because you didn't hear the instructions. In all of your getting understanding, and some of y'all are broke because you have no understanding. You can't be praying for a business, a six-figure business, and you can't even manage the couple $1,000s you get in a month now. How are you gonna manage six figures when you can't manage $600? Like, that don't make no sense. This is why I be saying y'all can't be talking about pricing in these groups and asking people about pricing because y'all in two different areas. It's two different demographics. It's two different things. So many different factors that go into pricing. That's why when people be talking about how much people should charge for pound cakes and stuff, sometimes I just shut the fuck up. Because you know what? Some places ain't gonna pay $60 for a pound cake, and that's just the reality of it. In some places, you're gonna have to use all great value products. I don't care what the recipes call for and what the girls doing on here and on TikTok and on Instagram showing y'all the expensive way to do it. Sometimes you're gonna have to cut corners to get the same effect because that's your area. You're gonna have to be able to price shit for your area. So you might not get $65 out of that cream cheese pound cake. You might only get 40. That's your area. So do you not do stuff just because other people tell you that it's supposed to be priced this way? So now you do nothing in your area because you're trying to price everything according to what other people are saying? That don't make no sense. That makes no sense at all. So when you pricing your stuff, you need to be making sure you pricing it for your demographics. You can't price nothing based upon what nobody else is doing across the world because you guys are not in the same area and there's so many different factors that go against both of y'all business. So I was trying to make sure I got the other question here. Ooh, $100 in stamps for a Valentine's Day special. A dozen berries and 12 cupcakes for $100 in stamps. Yeah. What the heck down here? In Orlando. Because the baby, if I find somebody, don't give me a deep freezer. And I'm talking about a deep freezer with the one that's on the floor with the top that you got to open up from the top. I'm about to fill it up with pick pies. Go home, give me some red roast sausage and bring back. Yeah. I mean, and honestly, I feel like I really feel like a pound cake is a pound cake. I mean, if you know what you're doing and you mix the right flavors in there, a pound cake is a pound cake. I know that everybody be on their thing, like there's so many different textures, and y'all got so many different ways out here that y'all doing things, and the internet show you different ways. Listen, a pound cake is a pound cake. In my opinion, it's just a pound cake. No problem. That was the foundation. So, anybody got any questions about that? Puerto Rico was great. Thank you, Kelly. It was great. I had a chance to also work on some more recipes. My goal is to have my cookbook out this year. I have 125 recipes to create in the middle of also a tour. And running this business, these several businesses this year. So I got a busy year. And there's always something going on. But I am proud of the people in my coaching program. They doing really good. I've been seeing tremendous growth in there with people within the coaching program, and people are really starting to take their business serious and doing things the right way. If you do it the right way the first time, you ain't got to go back and correct shit that you should have done in the beginning. So get an understanding of what it means to actually be a business owner and be an entrepreneur. Take some classes. I don't know what this complex y'all have against learning and reading. It's like y'all be ashamed to say y'all need help. It's like y'all got you too high and mighty to say that I need further knowledge about something. You only are stupid when you don't ask questions. There are no stupid questions. There are stupid people that don't ask questions that make them stupid. Okay? So, in all of your get an understanding. Go to your local community college. If you're unsure about how tax laws work in your business, or if you want to be more engulfed in your business and you want to know the ins and outs, go take some classes at the community college. Or get in some online classes. Google got so many free classes that you can take, just like they got content creator classes. There's so many different certifications you can get through these programs, these different programs, and you can educate yourself. But instead, y'all sit on here, y'all add me to these sorry ass close friend circles where y'all bitch and moan and complain about how ain't nobody buying nothing from you this month, and you ain't had no orders, and I'm not going to be doing any more orders because I don't have any. Or it's just like y'all do this a broken fucking record week in and week out. And for years and years and years, I have told y'all to get y'all ass from behind that mixer and create several lanes of income so you ain't got to depend on people just buying no cake from you. Because when you allow people to put you in that box where you now depend on them, you might as well take your ass back to work and work for the white man then. You might as well go back, or the Indian, or the blacks, or whoever you're working for. You might as well just go back and work for them if you're going to allow people to dictate when you're going to make money or how much money you're going to make, because you're doing the same thing. It's just a continuous cycle. I was watching this podcast yesterday, or day before yesterday, and this lady said that she had left her career of over 10 years to take a leap of faith out onto her business, to run her business. And the guy asked her how much money she had made in the 10 months that she had been a full-time entrepreneur. And she said $1,000. $1,000. And the people in the comments were praising her and saying that just shows how much faith that she has and how much tenacity that she has, that she continues to go on in her business, that she keeps on going. And I'm just, because I'm a comment reader, I read the comments, and I was in here saying, y'all are sitting here telling me that, one, this lady said that she stepped out on faith. And I know y'all know how I feel about that, because a lot of times y'all be saying y'all stepped out on faith and you be stepping out on stupid. Okay? At some point, you got to come to the realization that, God, I might have done this the wrong way. I thought that I was supposed to do this, and I may have done it my own way. And sometimes all it really takes is for you to admit that you was wrong. That's it. You can just go to God and say, God, you know what? I was wrong. I was wrong. I tried to do this on my own. I acted on my own. I wasn't walking in your light. I wasn't following your steps. Just say you was wrong. Same thing in a lot of y'all. That's what's wrong with a lot of the relationships that y'all got. All you got to do is admit that you was wrong. Sometimes you the problem. You can go to God and say, God, you know what? I was the problem. I messed this up. You didn't tell me to do this. Unstupid me, Lord. Y'all know the prayer. Lord, unstupid me. Unstupid me. And he's going to accept your apology, and he's going to be like it never even happened. You can move on from it. But when you continue to go on and keep saying, I'm stepping out on faith, I know that God going to do it. No, he's not. No, he's not, because he didn't tell you to do that, baby. He didn't tell you to do that. See, what it was, you was too impatient to wait until he gave you an answer. And now I keep going back to the same thing that we talked about. What do you do in the wait when you're waiting on God to do something for you? And then you get impatient. So now you get impatient and you mad. You mad at God because he didn't do it in your time and when you wanted it done. So you went and did it on your own. And now you made $1,000 because you stepped out on stupid and not on faith. Because God wouldn't put you out there. Because one thing I have learned, if God gives you a vision for something, like he's done for me in these 16 years that I've been running this business consistently for 16 years, if he gives it to you, he's going to give you the tools and he's going to equip you with everything you need to succeed. And this is why you still see me 16 years later sitting here. 16 years, because I acknowledge the fact that I did not get here on my own. There were times when I messed up. I did not know what I was doing. I could not figure it out. I wasn't listening to nobody, but he never left me. And I never left him. And I fucked up a lot of times. But those same mistakes made me a better business owner and also made me an even better educator so that I could teach people in my community not to make the same mistakes that I made. And I've just been blessed that it's not just been just in my community, but people as a whole in every community. I got people in my coaching program that are therapists that run practices. I got people that are attorneys. I have a couple of doctors. These people all want advice because any of this advice can help them in any aspect of their business. It doesn't matter. All these principles, it ain't got nothing to do with cake. It's about basic business principles and operating in integrity. That's it. I seen Lilo Sweet Shop. And congratulations on that. I know that sometimes, and I'm gonna say this because I've been in these shoes. I don't know if y'all know Lilo Sweet Shop. She does beautiful work, but she just recently closed her bakery. And one thing I know to be true, because I've done this, is when you close a bakery, or if you close a studio, you close a retail spot, if your restaurant closed, anything like that, it evokes a feeling of failure. And you feel like you failed yourself. But I'm telling y'all, anybody who on here who has been through that and experienced that, it ain't failure at all. That was nothing but lessons and opportunity for growth. Because one door that closes, God be opening 5 more. And I know for a fact that sometimes we be holding on to the stuff that God be trying to take from us that we didn't have no business getting in the first place. But you begged and begged and begged for it, and he gave you exactly what you thought you wanted. And you had to live with the consequences from it. So I know how it feels to feel like you have failed something and you really ain't failed. It was nothing but a life lesson. And you if you never try and never fail, you literally will never know your potential. It was such an amazing lesson when I closed my bakery. Yeah, I was in my 20s when I opened my bakery, debt free, didn't owe nobody. I had no loans, but I was so just unfamiliar with how business worked altogether. I didn't know anything about how business worked and taxes and all that stuff. And it got me in so many different situations. But those situations helped me to help you guys not make these same mistakes. It also helped me to create a best-selling book. There was an Amazon bestseller on my experience and how I went through this thing with opening up my bakery. So it was a lesson learned, and a lesson learned for me is a blessing for somebody else because they don't have to make those same mistakes. That's why I be telling y'all, let me get the strategy out when I tell you something. And if I post it, let me get it out. Let me tell you exactly how it's going to work. That way you don't go into something blindsided and then you don't go out there and say, oh, well, Kate King said that he did such and such because somebody got on this app last night and lied, blatantly lied, and said that their friend did this same special and it sold out in 20 minutes. They were meaning me. I was their friend. Somebody I didn't even had a conversation with this person at all. At all. Don't even know this person. Jumped on there and tried to sell this package off of my name. I'm the friend that sold it in 20 minutes. Baby, if you know me, that's a lie. Because one, I wasn't gonna sell 20 of them packages because that means that I'm obligated to make 20 cakes every month. And I damn sure don't want to do that because they're gonna feel like I'm doing cakes again. But that just goes to show you that people will sit on this internet and lie. And that is an integrity issue. And that's why people's businesses are failing because you lack integrity. That's it. Just out here lying. This man really just sat here and lied and said, and somebody posted the screenshot on my post. So you can literally see it on the post where they said this man said it. This man really just lied and said his friend did this. Y'all gotta stop lying so much, man. And then they knew they was wrong because they came back after I blocked that page. They came back from their personal page and sent me a message apologizing for it. See, one thing I do not like, my mama always told me, wherever you show your ass at, that's where I'm gonna beat your ass at. So I'm gonna show up wherever you show out at. So if you publicly do something to somebody, you need to publicly fix it. Okay? That's the thing right there. Y'all be want to do too much stuff in private. That's why a lot of y'all can't never say stuff on none of my posts because you done talked about me so bad in private to some of your friends in these cake groups and these text message groups, and you think I don't know about it, that you can't possibly get on one of my posts and tell me how something I've said has helped you because you lack integrity. That's what it is. You will never be able to publicly say thank you to me for the things that I've helped you in your business because you talked about me so bad behind my back in those little groups and you think I don't know about it. That's an integrity issue, and that's why your business fails. So, all in all, this has been your Money Making Monday. I don't want to hold y'all too long. I just wanted y'all to know the blueprint on how to do this sale and how you can make it work for you. This live will be available not only on Instagram, but it's also on Facebook, my personal page, my Facebook business page, and it's also on my YouTube channel. So you can kind of find me anywhere. The audio from this will be extracted today, and it will also be uploaded on the podcast. And we will get back into our podcast episodes now this year. I can promise you that. And our next live will be on Wednesday. For Wind Down Wednesday, I'm going to be talking about content. It's a new year. I'm going to be sharing with you some tools, how you can create some better content. If you are on my Facebook page watching this live right now, then you know that you are like watching 4K TV. because that is one of the other content projects that I have on the backside. So we're going to be talking about content and everything. If you look in the book consultations, you can do that from my website at cakeking.com. If you click the link at the top, it takes you straight to Cake King University, where it is the hub for all of my classes and all of the consultations and things like that. We all got the same 24 hours in the day. A lot of people ask me all the time, how do I do all these things in 24 hours? It's called balance. I get up every morning at 4:30. I'm up at 4:30. I'm in my moment of meditation and prayer. At 5 a.m., I'm walking into the gym when they unlocking the door. I have my training session from 5 to 5:30. It's cardio, where I do the 3-speed, 12 incline for 30 minutes. And then I go straight into my training session with my trainer for an hour. I do this 6 days a week, y'all. And I still come right home and start my business. All of this gear that I got on is from my barber. This is Ghetto Creative. He's also tagged on the live. So once the live is over, you'll be able to tag this and you can get all this stuff. It's pretty dope. Like all of this stuff is dope. It's all custom made. This that I'm actually filming with now is a Sony EV10, EZV10 is that one. That's the vlogging camera, but it has a 35mm lens on it. And on Wednesday night, I'm gonna break all this down. I'm gonna break down all of this content, some of the equipment that you will need, some of the stuff that I have. I even got some new stuff coming this week. I got a new camera coming, vlogging camera this week, and a wireless lapel mic, which also increases what it changes the sound and it gives you a better quality of sound. So this is for the people that really want to take their content to another level. And I'm going to show you different price ranges of how you can take your content to another level, as well as ways that you can implement different apps into your business. All right. Everything that are on something in here on my iPad, the camera, I use shoot, y'all. What's the name of the people? Consultations are on my website. Dang, y'all. If you wouldn't have asked me, I would have been able to tell you. I have a discount code with them, y'all. Archon Mounts. Archon Mounts. You can use the code Cake King. But Archon Mounts is where all of my stands are in here. Archon Mounts has the stands and my clips for all of my setup that's in here. And I also have Newer. Newer has all of my lights, camera equipment, and stuff like that. So Archon Mounts are very, very good. They are very, very sturdy. You can use the code Cake King on their website and order you a creator set. I highly suggest that creator set. It works really, really well. I'm trying to think if we missed anything. Y'all follow. I mean, this is gonna be on the podcast too, so it will be on the I Am Cake King podcast. If you haven't subscribed to the podcast, you can go on and do that too. I Am Cake King on all platforms: Apple Music, Spotify. It's on iTunes. iHeartRadio. So it's on all of it. Yeah, I did it. I did it all the way. It's all over everything. So it's actually been doing really, really great numbers, even without me putting episodes on there. So I'm getting like Carisha, please. I guess I'm gonna have my drop episode once every 6 months. But it works because y'all be tuning in and y'all be listening. But anyway, appreciate y'all tuning in. This has been y'all Money Making Monday live. Hope you guys got a little bit more insight on some sales strategies on how you can make this $1,500 sale work for you. And if it's not $1,500, do it any way you please and do it how it works for you and what works for you. But on that note, y'all have an amazing week, and I will see y'all on Wednesday for Wind Down Wednesday.